Hey Sam, so I'm just taking a look at your ads that you submitted, and they look really nice. Like they look really professional, and these are definitely one of the better looking ads that I've actually gotten for this assignment. So you did a really good job with your layout and your design, and I really like the way that you're using these boxes, and the colors look great. Um, and I think that this is probably a text that you brought in to sort of look like the logo, because I was looking at their logo and their logo looks like this. You could have maybe isolated it, you know, either downloaded a PNG if you could find one with a clear background, or you could just remove the white background either in Photoshop or with removebackground.com is a very quick way of removing, really simple backgrounds. Um, and then you could have brought that logo in. You could also have used this logo somewhere on it. It's kind of a really simple logo, but it would look nice in this ad somewhere, maybe, here, or, you could put it anywhere really. But um, this is looking good. I, like I said, these ads are definitely some of the better looking ads that I've received. They're all very consistent, um, even with, the different sizes that you're using. You could have maybe still put the colored boxes behind, um, behind this image, or maybe a little bit showing here of like that kind of orange color, or maybe, you might have thought maybe it was a little too busy though, but maybe just a slight bit of those boxes showing on the corners maybe or something would have just tied it together that much more. Um, so this is the PSD. So I was noticing your PSG files are in CMYK color, so it's really easy to just go image mode, change those to RGB. Um, don't flatten, and then I think now they'll be in RGB. So, that's a problem because I asked for these to all be in RGB, but they are the correct size. So if I do image, image size, I can see 320 by 50, which is what I asked for. Your resolution is higher too, which I'm not going to dock off for that. Because if it's at 72, a lot of times it gets super blurry, and I can see why you wanted your resolution a little higher. Because I did notice that your JPEGs of each of your ads are exported correctly. They're at 72. They're still the right size, obviously, and they are in RGB color mode. So it's mostly just the PSD files that are, in CMYK and at a different resolution, but I can understand why you went with 144 for your resolution. Sometimes I do that too. And then when I export out my JPEG, I will make it the correct resolution just for the export. So I think it's fine that you set your documents up that way. I'm not going to dock you off for the resolution, but I am going to dock you off for the color mode. You just got to remember to put your PSD files in RGB color if it's for a web ad. It's easy enough to switch it back and forth, so it's not a hard thing to fix, but definitely something I was wanting you to do. But yeah, I really like your design. I think it's super good. You've named your files fairly well. I was hoping for a little bit more. Yours look a little different. So if you can see Barry's ads, he's got JPEG.psd, JPEG, PSD, JPEG, PSD at the bottom of his. Oh, you do too. They just weren't showing up in that other view. But maybe, putting in static in there. And just being a little bit more conservative and like paying attention to what you're doing. I did want the size on the back of the file name of the ad. I wanted you to put the sizes in the names. And that's just a good practice as a graphic designer to put when designing web ads or anything for a screen, to just put an underscore and then put the size with the X, 300 by 600 or 320 by 50. Those kinds of things. I want you to put the sizes on the end. When I ask for that, I want you to do that. But other than that, you don't have any, spaces in your file name. You don't necessarily need these letters. You could have gotten rid of those if you just had, or these numbers, sorry, if you would have just had the size on the end. So I will dock you a little bit too for that file name and for the files being in CMYK, basically. because the file names need to have the size in them. And then the PSDs were supposed to be in RGB color mode. But like your designs turned out really good. The actual design of each ad turned out really good. I don't think you did bring in an actual logo from Urban Outfitters, but I'm not going to dock you on that because you matched it so close with the text that you brought in that I think it's fine. So anyway, good job, Samantha, and just stay in contact, keep going. I know you're out of town, but you're doing good so far, so just keep it up and just text me if you need anything. And I'm going to be here for you. I'm really flexible, so hoping to see you graduate here soon. I'm not quite sure when you'd be done, but I'd like to help you get there. So we'll talk to you later. Bye.